on the lead is one of the most common problems that people have with their dogs. To enjoy our dog fully, we need to teach our dog to walk on a slack lead. Unfortunately, far too often, what we actually do is we teach our dogs to pull. We often do this from puppyhood. Here I am with a 5-month-old little Cocker Spaniel puppy, Duff, and what I'm doing here is I'm demonstrating the faults that people often make with their pups. I'm allowing the dog to dictate where to go. I'm allowing him to pull in front of me and then I go with him. I'm also, if you notice, when he stops, I stop and he's allowed to sniff, and I wait until he's decided that he's going to move on. By doing this, what I'm doing is I'm actually teaching the pup all the wrong behaviour. So I have to change this, and I have to actually look at lead walking as an exercise and teach it as a control exercise. In this film, what you will see is me walking here with the puppy in the first instance before the training. You will then see me doing some work with the puppy, and then I'm going to repeat the same walk, but this time doing all the right things and building on the short bounce training I've done. The session in between the actual 2 walks that are repeated is only about 10 minutes long, so you can see that within a very short period of time I can actually get the puppy to start responding in the right way. He's by no means a trained dog by the end of it, but he's certainly going along the right way, and my walk is much more enjoyable and pleasant. To teach a dog not to pull on a lead, the first thing I do is start with being relatively static with the dog and maybe just wandering a few little paces. The idea here is I'm actually teaching the dog that when the lead's tight, it's not rewarding, but once the lead goes slack, what I'm doing is I'm actually telling the dog that he's done the right thing, and then I'm reinforcing this further by giving him a little tasty treat. As you can see here, he latches on pretty quick and he realises what he's got to do. Because he's a young puppy, he's quite excitable, so he is doing a bit of jumping around. But don't worry about that too much when you start the training, because very soon he'll realise that he's not getting rewarded for that, so he'll keep all 4 feet on the ground. Now I've progressed a little bit with him. This is in the same session, and what I've started to do is to introduce him changing pace with me. So when I move off quite quickly, I want him to move quickly with me. When I slow down or when I stop, I want him to stop with me, but still remain on a slack lead. And I just make this fun and a game for the puppy. I want a happy puppy that's tail is wagging, that he enjoys the lead exercise.
This way.
By moving around, making frequent changes of direction and frequent changes of pace, what it does is it encourages the puppy to watch me and take notice of me. Because, after all, when you're walking your dog, you're the one who's dictating where you're going and deciding where you're off to, and whether or not you're going to go fast or whether or not you're going to go slow. So you can see here, little Duff's doing really well. It's just a big game to him, but it's important that he enjoys it, and I can't emphasise that enough. It's absolutely important that the dog enjoys this. So here I am demonstrating the same walk that I did previously, but this time I'm showing you how to do it the right way. If you notice, little Duff is really happy. He's taking notice of me. I'm talking to him and encouraging him, giving him some feedback, making sure that he knows when he's done the right thing. But importantly, you can see there's a vast difference between how I'm walking him this time and how I walked him at the start of this short film.
Heel. Come on then.
The most important thing to remember when teaching a dog how to walk nicely on the lead is to be consistent. If we're not consistent with our training, then we just mix the dog up. So no matter where you are, if your dog's on a lead, your aim should be to make sure that that lead remains slack at all times. And
Come on.
when it's doing the right thing.